So what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest is, in simple interest concept, every year principal remains the same. Principal amount remains the same. So due to principal amount remains the same, due to that we are going to get simple interest for every year is same. Simple interest for first year, simple interest for second year, simple interest for third year. Every year, due to the principal amount remains same, every year simple interest is same. That can be denoted with simple interest for first year will be same as simple interest for second year, which is equal to simple interest for third year. If I want to write simple interest for 3 years, that will be equals to simple interest for first year plus simple interest for second year plus simple interest for third year. That I can denote it as 3 times of simple interest for first year. Why? Because all of them are same. What is the amount you are going to earn at the end of the 3 years? The amount you are going to receive after the 3 years, you are going to receive the principal amount which is lent, and also you are going to receive the extra amount. The extra amount you are going to receive is what? Simple interest for 3 years, which we can write it as principal plus 3 times of simple interest for first year. Yes. So if this is clear, now you can see interest. We have interest denoted by I. I is the fixed amount paid on the borrowed money. So this interest is what? Extra amount paid, extra amount received on principal, amount. So the sum borrowed is called what? Principal amount. So interest plus principal will be called what? Total amount. Total amount will be what? Principal plus interest. Interest, we have what? 2 types of interest. Simple interest denoted by SI, compound interest denoted by what? CI. Now the formula, simple interest is calculated on original principal for any length of the time. It is called simple interest. PTR by 100 is the formula. So P stands for principal amount, T stands for time period, T stands for time period in years, time in years. So amount will become principal plus simple interest. Some tips and tricks. If rate of simple interest differs from year to year, then, so suppose simple interest for first year will be different rate P into 1 year. First year means 1 year. Rate of interest R1 by 100. Now simple interest for second year. Second year means for second year 1 year. So that means principal into 1 year into rate of interest is R2 by 100. So like that, if I add SI1 plus SI2, that will become P by 100 common, and what we are going to get R1 plus R2, so on. If I so on, this will be also so on. So that's why simple interest is equals to P by 100 times of R1 plus R2 plus so on. If any numerical, the time is given in terms of months. If suppose 4 months is given, you cannot write 4 months, right? Because time period here is what? Years. So that 4 months you divide with 12. So 4 by 12, that will be 1 by 3 years. So that means 4 months will be replaced with 1 by 3. So in the same way, if time is given in days, convert the days into years, dividing it with 365 for normal year. If it is leap year, we have to divide it with 366. So time is equals to, if days is given, the days divided by 365 for normal year, that will be the value of T in years. So now we are going to discuss simple example on simple interest. So if principal amount is given, suppose some 1000 is given, and the time period is given, suppose 3 years, and rate of interest is for all years 10%. So simple interest for first year, what you are going to get? So 10,000 into first year means 1 year, rate of interest is 10 by 100. So what you are going to get? 0, 0, 0, 0. So you are getting what? 100. So first year you are getting 100 means Second year also no need to calculate. We know that simple interest for second year also you are going to get what? 100. Simple interest for third year you are going to get is what? 100 only. Then simple interest for 3 years, which can be 100 plus 100 plus 100, you are going to get it as 300. If you calculate directly also, simple interest for 3 years, principal amount is 1000, time period is 3 years, rate of interest is 10%, 0,000, you are going to get as 300. So simple interest for 3 years. So like that, individually or directly you can get the same answer. Amount at the end of the 3 years, which is principal plus simple interest for 3 years. So amount borrowed is 1000 and interest earned in 3 years is what? 300. The total amount you are going to receive by the end of the 3 years is 1300. Now if you move to the next question, find the simple interest on rupees 10,000. This will be the principal. 5% per annum. This will be rate. For the period from 23rd June to 3rd September. So 23rd June to 31st 30th June. June will be having 30 days only. So total days, how many will be there? 8 days. 23rd to 30. Now next will be what? July. So July you are going to have what? 31 days. In August also you are going to have what? 31 days. So in September, he specifically mentioned up to 3rd. So that means 3 days. So when you add 31 plus 31, which will be 62 plus 8, 70, 70 plus 3, 73. So total days are what? 73 days. So now time will become D by 365. Why? Because 2019 is normal year. 2019 is normal year, not leap year. So that will become 73 divided by 365. So 73 ones are 73 fives are. Right. So 1 by 5 time will become equals to 1 by 5. Now asking for the simple interest. So simple interest is equals to PTR by 100. PTR by 100. So what is the principal? 10,000. Rate of interest is 5%, 5 by 100. Time period is 1 by 5. So this 5 and this 5 gets cancelled. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. What we got? 100. So simple interest we got 100. So simple interest is 100. Option choice C.